Hi guys, so today I wanted to show you my grocery haul, and this whole thing cost me $13.94, so just even it out to $14, and that's the cash that I had with me. I figured I would get some things and just use what I had in my pantry and my freezer to make this week's meal. So let me show you. I have some cilantro, some green onions. Those are Thai peppers. If you've never had them, you should. If you especially love spicy, those are very spicy. One jalapeno, a cucumber, some plain yogurt for some tzatziki, some butter bean that I'm going to make some curry with, some grapes for lunch, and a couple ears of corn. One I'm going to use tonight, and the other one is going to be for this coming week. A pound of potatoes and a pound of green beans, one little carrot, a couple of onions, and a broccoli. Also, my store was giving paper towel for free, which has never happened ever. So that was very exciting. Totally unexpected was the paper towel at my grocery store, which has never happened. I see this in all videos, like people said they get free stuff from the store, and today I got free paper towel. I am so excited about this. You have no idea, because I've never gotten anything for free at any. To give you an idea of what we're working with, this is my fridge. This is pretty empty. It's Friday right now. I'm going to use the spinach and whatever is in here for veg in my pasta, and whatever you see I have for next week. I mean, I do have some cheese and whatnot, but that's pretty much it. So I'm really excited that, challenge myself to come up with different. This is what my freezer looks like. So I have a whole chicken, and the next time that I will start filming for this video, you'll see me trying to tackle that chicken on Sunday to carry us over for the week. That's pretty much what we have in the freezer. I'm making my roast chicken, and this is my chicken, and this is my paste, and I have garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, chive, also some paprika, salt that has my herb salt, that has thyme and rosemary and garlic, and also I think I'm forgetting something, like a good virgin olive oil. I think that's it. I'm not sure. The backbone of the chicken, you can see right there, and press on it, like spatchcocked it. And the backbone, I'm keeping that in the freezer so I can make soup or broth or anything. And that should cook in about 30 minutes to 40 minutes. Just make sure to run your finger in between. It's kind of gross, but in between the skin and the meat, so all your seasoning you can get underneath the skin. So it's chicken, and this will marinate for 2 to 3 hours. Dinner looks like I have some roasted potato wedges, some green beans with garlic and butter, and my chicken. Also, we're having some Pellegrino. We love this flavor. Guys, I'm making a quick dough for roti. Roti is like, I would say, kind of like a tortilla. And so I have a cup and a half of whole wheat flour in here, and half a cup of regular white flour, a cup of water, and a quarter cup of oil, like vegetable oil, canola oil. So I'm just mixing the oil in here. Now I'm going to add my hot water, just one water. I just use tap water. And you can start it with a wooden spoon. I'm starting this a bit early because I want to let the dough rest before I start shaping it. Just keep folding it onto itself until you get a nice dough. It will be sticky, but that's okay. That's what you want. Done. You can see, look, it's not that sticky anymore. I know my hand's dirty, but when you touch it, it's not sticking to your hands anymore. It's fine. That's all. Just let it rest for 30 minutes for a minute if you want to, but I'm going to let it sit for about a couple hours until I'm ready. Just use some paper towel to cover it, and that's pretty much what I have in this pot. I have 1 can of butter bean, some water, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of curry powder, and some turmeric, and also season everything, some salt, and you just let it for about 30 minutes until it becomes nice and thick. And that's the butter bean curry. This is me rolling the roti, and this is supposed to be a circle or a rectangle, but I cannot roll it into those shapes. So what are we calling it? Organic? Yeah, as long as it tastes good. Non-stick pan, and you will know when it's time to flip it. You just kind of like go around and see if it's a little crispy. Also become quite bubbles are really good. You want your roti to have like air pockets so you know it'll be nice. Dinner looks like, and in here I had my butter bean curry with some of that crushed pepper, and that's dinner. And you eat it. In case you thought that was not enough food, we have about half of the butter bean left, and we have a lot more roti that we'll probably have for lunch during the week. So, and butter bean for 2 people. How are you? I actually forgot to show you guys what we had for dinner, but you didn't miss much because we had leftover roti and butter bean curry for dinner, and all that we had. So today I am making some pasta, some fresh pasta that I had in my freezer. I think I shot that a couple videos ago about how I got one get one free, and also had a coupon, so literally it was $1. And I'm cooking that with some broccoli, and I steamed some carrot already. And also I had pesto that I made last year from the basil from my garden, and I'm going to add that in there and add a little bit of jarred Alfredo sauce. Pasta that I have my little carrot that you saw that I steamed, and I never have had this Alfredo sauce, but that was in my pantry and I figured I should definitely use it. I did my carrots, and this is my frozen pesto and my sauce, and also some herb salt. It smells really good. I'm just going to add whatever is left in the jar, which is not much. And I love how the cream turned a little green because of the pesto. I tasted it. It tastes really good. Pesto is killing all the pasta. So that makes a lot, especially for just the 2 of us. That's definitely going to be lunch and dinner. Maybe lunch again. Following day. It smells so good. This is dinner for us. I added some Parmesan cheese on top, and I have a ton of pasta left, and we are definitely going to have that for dinner tomorrow. Cliff is doing the dishes right now, and I just don't have to worry about dinner tomorrow. We're having the leftover pasta from dinner yesterday with some chicken Kiev that I had in the freezer, and that's dinner, guys. So it's Friday, and if you've watched my old video, you could see that I actually had made some pinto bean with chorizo, some kind of a stew thing that we had with tostadas, and so I took it out the freezer, and I had some bits and pieces of like tomatoes that I also froze. So this is going in the pan to get warmed up, and layer that between corn tortilla and some more tomatoes to make it more saucy. I guess I'll have the whole thing. There's just some diced. Adding a little bit of onion powder, garlic salt. I also added a couple of chipotle in adobo in here that was frozen. Cumin. Try to break this up a bit. It might look like a lot, but because we're layering the sauce in between, it should be just enough. Turn the lights on and just give it a stir. Let this warm through, let the tomato cook so you can smush it down. Well, in the meanwhile, I'm going to grate some cheese. Literally building this like a lasagna. I put some of the sauce right underneath it. You can see right here. And then their tortillas. Now I'm going to add more sauce. So I grated some cheese. I'm not going to use all of that cheese. This is some extra sharp white cheddar. So just a little bit of that in there. So I had some quesadilla cheese blend. I'm going to add that too. Added some dollop of sour cream, and now I'm going to layer it. Remember how I said I was not going to use all the cheese? Well, I used all the cheese. Put this in the oven at, what do I have my oven at? 400 degrees for about, I don't know, 30 minutes. I don't know, until it looks good. Everything is cooking. I have prepped some cilantro, green onions, and some jalapeno. And I will just top the full Mexican lasagna with it. I took it out at 30 minutes. Hear that sizzle? Yum. Here's our bowl. It's so hot right now. I really want to eat it, but it's very hot. Dinner. To add something for this week, I had another meal lined up with what is it? The falafel that I wanted to make for this week, but since we had leftovers twice, so that's it for this week. And I hope you like this video. You can comment, give me more ideas, subscribe, like it, don't like it, let me know, and see you next week.